Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining. Today, we're going to continue with our Basics 101 for super people. Specifically, we're going to go over some of the basics on how the inventory management system works in this game because it's extremely important to understand this, especially early on, as you might have some limited space and you can only carry so much. So, if you like the content, again, please hit the like button, subscribe, give me some feedback in the comment section if you want. And thanks for joining. So let's get into it. Okay, so here is a screenshot of what your inventory looks like when you hit tab, if that's the default setting that you use. So um, I'm going to highlight a few things, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay where I just jumped into a solo match, kind of to just show you how some of the mechanics work and get a basic understanding of how inventory management and material management operate. So there's a few things to note. So when you pull up your inventory UI, again, you by default it's the tab button. So I'm going to draw a few things here just to kind of highlight some of the what I think are important aspects of your inventory and how you should kind of think about this. So first of all, the most important thing really to note is what you're currently holding. So that's right here. And as you can see, there's this number here. So by default, you get 70 space. So I picked up off the jump. I picked up 30 bullets for 5.56, and it takes up 15 space. Okay, so you have very limited space early on in the game before you pick up your first backpack to carry things. Another thing to note with your inventory is your materials, and the materials on the right hand side here are separate from most inventory items that you can pick up on the ground. And you will be able to differentiate between the two as you kind of play the game a little bit. Um, and I'll show you some gameplay in a second. But material is used to craft, and crafting is really important because it allows you to level up weapons and some of your items that you wear, such as your bulletproof vest, your helmet, and your backpack. And so materials don't count towards your inventory the same way. So in material, you can carry up to 15 items, and some items stack on top of each other. Same with inventory, right? So what I mean by stacking is um, um, you can carry in one slot for ammo, you can carry up to 200 ammunition in one slot. So material is same thing. You can carry each material item is a little different in terms of how many items you can carry in one slot. But those are the two big things to note when it comes to inventory. You'll also notice here on the left hand side, it tells you what's near you on the ground. Right now, there's a backpack right in front of me. You can see it right through this screen. And once I pick that up, you're going to notice that my my inventory here on the left is going to go from 70 way up. I believe it's 250. So let's take a look at some gameplay to kind of show you how these three sections, including ammo, or including weapons, and some of the other items that you can pick up, work together. Okay. So here's the setting. I just landed in, jumped off the plane. I landed in kind of a remote area so I don't get into a gunfight, so I can show you kind of how the inventory system works. All right. So I'm going to open up this door. I'm going to pick up a weapon. And now this is the screenshot I just showed you where I picked up 30 rounds of 5.56 ammunition. I picked up a weapon, and now I'm about to pick up a backpack. So once I pick up this backpack, my capacity goes from 15 I'm sorry, from 70 to 240. So now I have a lot more capacity to hold inventory items. And again, material is slightly separate from your inventory items. So let's move on and kind of show you what that looks like once I pick up a few more things. Okay, so now I'm about to pick up a few more items. There's a few reasons why I'm showing you this clip specifically. First of all, there are both inventory items and materials on the ground right in front of me. There's also a few other material items up here by my compass here that are highlighted because I have auto search enabled on, and that's what this is. If you can see that down here. Again, that's on by default. But this is really helpful because it allows your super soldier to identify materials that you need right in front of you. And those are highlighted in gold, whereas inventory items are highlighted based on the color of their item. So there's a green bar, and this green bar, I believe, is a defense bar. So it's highlighted in green. There is a reticle right here in front of my screen. This is like a hollow site, I believe, or a red dot, and it's white. It's a white item, so it's highlighted in white. This gun, this is an AKM or yeah, AKM, I believe, and so this gun is white. It's a level 1. If it was a level 2, it'd be green. If it was a level 3, it'd be blue, and so on. It's kind of similar to the Apex colors, if you're familiar with those. Um, and so these items I can pick up now because I have my white backpack. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Pick these items up. And there's also a bulletproof vest. So now you can see I'm holding a defense bar, I'm holding more ammunition, and now I'm holding a piece of leather, and I can stack that. So I can hold up to 2 pieces of leather without taking up another material slot. I also here on the right hand side, I have a bulletproof vest now, and I have a backpack, but I don't have a helmet. And then from a weapon perspective, I have two. I have a primary and a secondary weapon. And then within each weapon, I have different slots for different items. So both of these weapons take different reticles if I want to use a different reticle. But the M4 here takes a grip. That's what this middle slot is, and the AKM does not. So different weapons have different needs. Also, these weapons use different ammunition. So just keep that in mind. Another thing that I'm about to show you here, so let me back up real quick, is in the top, in each item that you have that you can craft and level up, it tells you the crafting path or the crafting tree. So for the bulletproof vest, in order to get level 5, which is the highest vest that you can craft, um, I need to get all these different materials. Some of these materials you need to craft in addition to crafting the highest level. So for instance, I just picked up that piece of leather, but I need silicon in order to craft the knee pads. And I need a knee pad in a green bulletproof vest to craft a level 3 bulletproof vest. So, and then, in order to level up your level 3 bulletproof vest, you need glass shards, and you get glass shards from glass bottles and nails, and so on and so forth. And this is how all of your crafting items work. Okay, and so here's an example of me picking up a helmet. I pick up the helmet, and then I go look to see what I need to craft in order to level up my helmet. So again, I had that piece of leather in my material inventory. I can immediately level up to a green helmet, and you can see that in a second here. So I can immediately craft that, go ahead and craft that green helmet. All right, and that's going to do it for inventory management as part of the Basics 101 for Super People tutorials that I am working through. Again, if you like the content, please hit the like button or subscribe. And if you have any feedback, please drop them in the comment section or any questions. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to continue to do these videos, so if you have anything in mind that you have questions about, I'll definitely jump into that. Again, thank you and have a good one.